Right, welcome back everybody. So Friday, let's take a look at the front pages of your daily newspapers. All right, let's start off firstly with the business day. And the business day here this morning, looking at the agenda at the heart of budget clash. So what they're writing about here is saying ANC sticks to its guns and rejects demands of GNU partner DA. I think we all know what's going on here. This is the ANC rejected the DA's proposal to amend the Expropriation Act and the National Health Insurance Act in exchange for the party's support of the budget, because the two sets of legislation are now being prepared for implementation. The proposals were part of a wider range of demands sent by the DA to President Ramaphosa and the Finance Minister during negotiations in the 3 weeks between February 19th, the initial date of the budget tabling, and then March 12th. So yeah, there we go. There's an interesting one on that. The photograph here, Happy Holi. So a woman, her face smeared with colored powder, takes part in the holy celebrations in Kathmandu in Nepal. So this is celebrating the triumph of good over evil and the arrival of spring and the end of winter. So a lovely festival there. Machara takes the helm of Exxaro Resources, picked Ben Machara as its new CEO on Thursday, bringing in the head of the board's investment committee just a month after Nombasa Tsengwa resigned over clashes with the board. And then the other story, EU rallies behind SA with a 94 billion rand package. And that's the big one we're focusing in on, and it's our question of the day as well. So that's the business day. Let's now take a look at the next one. See what we've got up. I think it's the Star. All right, there we go. That's the Star that we've got this morning. And the Star basically saying US think tank proposes sanctions on ANC officials. So a senior fellow at the Conservative Hudson Institute, Joshua Mercier, has proposed a contentious strategy for the US to address South Africa's increasingly anti-US stance. This comes after SA-US diplomatic ties fell on shaky ground because of South Africa's stance on land reform, its proximity to China, and South Africa dragging Israel, a US ally, to the International Court of Justice for their war in the Gaza Strip in Palestine. Mercier suggests that the US should target specific ANC officials that are responsible for these actions. Goodness me. All right, so that's the big story that they're talking about. Joburg approves 7.73 billion rand budget amid protests, and this is where the city of Joburg has done it, and widespread unhappiness with a 230 electricity surcharge on prepaid customers. So that's the big story there. The Municipal Finance Management Act makes provision for a municipality to revise an approved budget through an adjustment budget, but only the mayor may table an adjustment budget in the municipal council, and it may only be tabled within prescribed limitations as to timing or frequency. So they go into a deep one there. And then finally, Fly Safair faces union challenges as pilots push back on the rostering system. All right, so that's what you can read on the front page of the Star. Let's have a look at the Citizen now. And still a big photo there of the Finance Minister. Budget battle brews. I'm sure we'll see his face as well over weekend papers. Finance Minister not going anywhere as yet. Minister may be forced to go back to the drawing board to try other means of revenue collection, experts warn. This after the DA threatened to vote against the budget if there's no agreement on the contentious issue of a VAT hike. So they go into detail about that one. Then finally, dog accidentally shoots owner after jumping on the bed. Oh, wow. There's a bad, wow. An American dog owner was shot by his pet after it jumped on his bed and set off a loaded gun. Holy moly, that's in Memphis, Tennessee. The man was asleep beside his female partner when he was shot on Monday morning, escaping with a graze to his left thigh. He was treated in hospital. Question the wife or the dog? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's me just being naughty, but that's the story they've got there on the front page of the Citizen. And then finally, the Sowetan for you this morning. Did Sowetan collapse? Why does no one care? And there is just a photograph of absolute filth. And it says residents, businesses continue to bear brunt of service delivery failures despite repeated provincial interventions. One household provides water to desperate locals after taps run dry, while a local creche faces closure. And that's what they're focusing in on there. Then you've got village chief told to pay back the money. Downs versus Bucks clash will not settle the title. That's according to Mabasa. And of course, DJ influence backed up by famous parents. So those are the front pages of your newspapers for this morning. And also just to let you know about the SABC website. Remember that one? And please, everything is there. SABCnews.com, all of the stories and more that break. And of course, all of the videos that are uploaded and podcasts also available there on the website. And then, of course, there's the SABC app. And this is a definite must-have. SABC Plus. Download this, put this on your phone, and all of this content is yours by just registering. It leads us to 7 o'clock. Here's your news.